Here with head football coach Paul Winters for the weekly locker room report. Tough win at Findlay on Saturday. What were you most pleased with on that drive back to Detroit?
Well, I was pleased that it was a tough win. I think that Findlay's a tough football team. I think they played hard. I think they were well prepared. They're talented, and I thought we needed that. And we needed to go on the road and play a tough game where things weren't always going our way and come out on top. And I thought the way we played in the fourth quarter, that was a championship type situation for us.
I want to get a little insight on that 16-play, 9-minute drive. That's like, if you had to boil Wayne State football down into a drive, I think that's probably what you'd get.
Yeah, I think we knew at that point we had the lead, and it was only a 6-point lead because we missed an extra point. So
turned on the 9-minute drill.
Exactly.
Right.
We just needed to keep the football and go down and get points to make it a 2-score game. Now, ideally, you take a 9-minute drive and you score a touchdown, but we weren't able to finish it. Again, they're a good football team, so you got to give them some credit. But we played all 3 running backs in the same offense together, and they all did their job really well. The offensive line did their job really well, and we were able to convert.
Talking about that trio of running backs and that offensive line, I think we need to come up with a nickname of the trio or the offensive line. I'll work on that later. They've been spectacular. Talk a little bit more about those 2 units.
Well, I think you start with the offensive line. They've been spectacular. I think that Nate Thieker and Tommy Richardson on the left side have been unbelievable. When in question, obviously, we run behind those 2 guys. But what happens is Zim and Robert Kelly on the right side have been just as good. So we've been able to run behind them as well and as often. You don't have tendencies. You have talent across the board with JT and Zetas at center. It's an exciting thing. And then the running back situation, Romello has gotten off to a great start. He's 800 and whatever, 50, 60 yards. That's outstanding. But people forget Demetrius is really outstanding, and they forget Deontay Nicholas is a big play waiting to happen. And I think those 2 guys rushed for 100 last week, and they deserve credit because they work really hard. They all work really hard.
On paper, hosting a winless Walsh team from your fan looks like that's an easy game, but coaches know better. How do you prevent kind of a complacent mindset setting in? Because that's a dangerous game. Well, tough road win, coming back home, just ranked. There's some things there that you want to offset as a coach.
I think as a coach, we try to teach our guys that every win is hard fought, and if you go into a game and you go back to the Lake Erie game, it was obviously a blowout win, but it was a blowout win because we played real hard, and we played extremely well, and we prepared really well. And if you do that, maybe the game looks easy. It's never easy. These guys are on scholarship. They lift weights. They're good football players. Their coaches are from a national championship NAIA school. I mean, they're good coaches. So you just have to go out and really prepare well and play, because every game is a championship game.
Being ranked for the first time since the 2012 season, do you have any thoughts about that accomplishment, or is that something you'll think about maybe after the season that you accomplished that?
You know what? We felt that if we just week to week improved, that we would be ranked. We felt like we're a good football team. We feel like in the end we want to be ranked higher. Obviously you just keep, once you've reached this point, you just, maybe that's that little carrot in front of you now. It's like, oh, we're ranked, so we'll work harder.
Yeah, it's one of those things, if you do what you want to do, it's going to take care of itself.
Exactly.
A couple keys to beating Walsh on Saturday.
Well, I think number one, defensively, we have to shut them down. I think that they've had their struggles on the offensive side of the ball, and I think our defense has had some great games. This is a week to have a great game. And then I think offensively, you can't turn the ball over. You can't make stupid mistakes with penalties. You just have to execute your offense. And I think if we do that and play our solid special teams, it'll be a win.
Thanks for the time, Coach.
All right, thank you.